Hello children, welcome to grade 5 English Unit 3 Supplementary Reader The Legend of Jaswantgarh. Unit 3 Supplementary Reader. The topic is The Legend of Jaswantgarh. Jaswant Singh Rawat was an Indian soldier. The place Jaswantgarh in Arunachal Pradesh gets its name from him. The legendary story, the Battle of Naurang, handed down through the ages of Naurang, is inspiring and records the valor and patriotism of Jaswant. The story of Jaswant Singh Rawat is inspiring for its selfless heroism and bravery. Yes, the Jaswant Singh was a selfless heroism and bravery Indian soldier. Let's see Jaswant, the legend of Jaswantgarh. How Jaswant Singh became a war hero by single-handed keeping the Chinese army at bay of 3 days. Yes, he was handled single man against to the Chinese army at bay for 3 days. There was a war between India and China in the year 1962. In the final part of the war, Naurang was the last stand for the Indian army against the Chinese army. The battle started on 17th November 1962 and continued for 72 hours. At 5 a.m. in the eastern Himalayas, the Chinese army attacked the lonely Indian post in Naurang. Knowing that the Chinese army was stronger, the Indian soldiers on the post were ordered to retreat and regroup. But Jaswant did not leave his post and decided to continue the fight to hold the Chinese until the reinforcements arrived. Reinforcements means to strengthen his army. Processing of strengthen his army. The war was continued for 72 hours. Every army people were retreat and regroup, but Jaswant did not leave his post. He wanted to continue the post to hold the Chinese army. So, in the battle, he was a single man handled the Chinese army at the year 1962. Between the war was India and China. The battle started on 17th November 1962 and continued for 72 hours. On the day 5 a.m. in the eastern Himalayas, the Chinese army attacked the Indian post in Naurang. So the Chinese army was stronger. So the Indian soldiers on the post were ordered to retreat and regroup from the place. But Jaswant did not leave his post and decided to continue the fight to hold the Chinese until the reinforcements arrived. On that time, 2 village girls named Sela and Nura helped Jaswant. They set up weapons at separate points. Jaswant thought the girls to fire guns. All 3 kept shooting on the Chinese army. Jaswant was running to different gun points and kept shooting. His intention was to give the Chinese army a perception that they are facing a huge Indian battalion. He did this for 3 continuous days. Jaswant and the girls had killed 300 Chinese soldiers. The Chinese army decided to cut the food supply to the post. The Chinese soldiers caught the man who brought food for the three. In the Chinese interrogation, the man told the truth. So the man told the truth that a single soldier was guarding the post. A single soldier and the two village girls had fooled the Chinese. They were shocked and furious. They surrounded Jaswant Singh and launched a final attack. Then they know who were the Indian army people are there. Only one single man and two village girls were attacked the Chinese army. They were shocked. So they surrounded Jaswant Singh and launched the final attack. Who helped Jaswant? The two village girls named Seela and Noora. Jaswant taught the girls how to handle the fire guns and kept shooting the Chinese army. Jaswant was running here and there to keep shooting. He did this for 3 continuous days. Jaswant and girls had killed 300 Chinese soldiers. Only 3 people killed 300 Chinese soldiers. The Chinese army decided to cut the food supply. So the Chinese army decided to cut the food supply to the post. This is Jaswant Singh Rawat. This was a memorial in his name. This was a memorial in his name. Why they gave the memorial to Jaswant? Jaswant shot himself as Chinese were going to capture him. A great blast killed Seela. Noora, the tribal girl, was captured alive. Because Jaswant shot himself. After the war, the commander of the Chinese army returned the brass bust of Jaswant. The war memorial with the brass bust was made to remember him and his service to the nation. Our army personnel who passed through this memorial pay their respect to him. See, this was the memorial of Jaswantgarh. It is said that the Jawans posted in Andhra Pradesh or those who passed by Jaswantgarh even today stop to pay their respects. Okay, children, I hope you all understood this lesson. Thank you.